savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Pass 35.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Five wide. Check 6 guys. Slants.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch.
Regular.
Deuce. Kill.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On 1st down, Swift. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Ready. Ken Lobo. I got him. Check. Tighten up. Let. Ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
First down, Miami.
Line 49. Rip right. Joker.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Titans on Ringo.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Set. 60 orange.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the block, watch the block. Watch the block, watch the block, block, block.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On the set. Launch 49. Check, 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 check.
On 1st down, Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, ready? 49's the mark.
3 buck, 3 buck, 3 buck.
Now back to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
56, 56. Pass 85, pass 85.
He's coming, double up.
On play action, Allen. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 13. Check 13.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike. Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert out. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Mike.
Ready?
55. Mike.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch it,
Allen now on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight end. Involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. 52. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll run here with Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, tight.
Check.
gun. It's Allen. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Hey, tight.
Watch the ship. Hey, switch gears, switch.
Middle.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's get in home.
Second and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Go.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a draw play with Drake. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Middle. Safety's creeping.
They stay on the ground with Dre. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern?
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Get him. Get him. Get him. Sponge.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill. Check. Hey, hold. Under 10. Check.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
You go. Alert. You got tight right there. Middle. 52.
Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 50 catches. For him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Complete to Devontae Parker. A gain on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
On the ready. Close 49. So we got man.
2nd and 15. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Right back to Drake. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
We got this.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Alert! Check 3.
They'll run with Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Half 10.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check safety.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Regular.
The handoff to the right side, it's Drake. A second nice move. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
56, 56.
Now on first down, Drake again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
6 man. Check cross. Check the backer, check the backer.
On second down, it's Drake, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Watch the twitch.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Dolphins.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
18. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 43.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank